LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Don't know how to build a team from scratch or find good teammates? DreamTeam.gg, the ultimate team building platform. Find and connect with new players, coaches and teams. Manage and monetize your team. Get on fast track to advance from novice to amateur and, if desired, to professional gamer. Join DreamTeam.gg today.
Well, 16-2 on the first map of Mirage. TyLoo's map pick, worryingly enough. We go to Overpass now for this best of 3 series. Vendetta.
Filled with confidence.
Yeah.
Brimming over.
In who?
Yeah,
TyLoo. Big supporter, 3-map series.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is going all the way. Major finals. No, I mean, we are still confused about what happened on that T side for TyLoo. Probably the most confusing T side I've ever seen in terms of just not really getting a grasp of what the hell is happening. Luckily, though, that's in the past. We don't ever have to revisit that map.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be breaking it down later, going through the intricate details.
We can throw that to Yanko, see what he's able to come up with.
Good luck.
Yeah, in any case, we'll be moving into Overpass, and as you mentioned, that is FaZe's map pick once more. Looks like the knife is going in the direction of FaZe. Actually, as I say that, Olaf Meister and a 1v1 versus DD.
Just got a stalemate here. Someone needs to pull out their pistol.
Oh, somebody needs to man up. And you said that you would like to see TyLoo start on that CT side. Obviously, we wanted that for Mirage because that's where we've seen they do most of their work, but it never really came to fruition.
God, just knife him. Come on.
Oh,
the bait.
That's a teaser. Can
I
you hear the chat going off?
Chat. Yeah, I want to see chat right now because you can hear it going off.
Yeah, really a lot of LOLs going out there.
Oh, what a bait. Nice,
He
Olaf.
does it. That's the experience kicking in.
Guardian's
had
already done with
enough.
the game. Oh, the game's not done?
Oh,
Oh, okay, sorry. No, that was just a knife. That was just a knife. Oh, I thought we won.
Well, he's still new to the game. Still fresh on the scene. Hasn't been part of this too many times, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is scary now. FaZe gets control. I feel like FaZe should pick T side, but I don't think they will. I think they'll probably just play safe and pick CT. But I think if they pick T, they could probably literally just run over this game, to be honest.
I'm not going to oppose you on that. We haven't really seen too much from TyLoo to give us any inkling that might not be the case. But I guess Overpass is a map that allows a lot of aggression on the CT side as well. We constantly see Rain up with shenanigans on the A bomb side, Olaf Meister as well, towards the short B area. So wouldn't be too surprised if we see FaZe just coming out with no respect and actually just going right into the face of TyLoo.
Well, let's have a look. Connect control taken early on for the T side, and Guardian off angle. It's going to be holding quite passive here. We've got a heavy B setup, 2 players down there boosted, 1 on the barrels as well. Aggression up towards A from Rain. A lot of information from FaZe, a lot of control, and Guardian, he's going to kick it off with the first kill. Nice shot to somebody. Gets given the option to fall back as well. TyLoo still yet to crawl out of this connector, but they're sandwiched between both Guardian and Rain. Blocking the second, Bentek gets it, but will they check behind? That's a no. Rain's going to shoot. Will he connect? Oh my god, he's missing these USP shots. That's going to draw them back. They want to try and isolate Rain while he's at least alone and out of position. In the meantime, Olaf kills all their B players. For some reason, 2 players are on B. And Rain, he follows up with another shot, leaving just Captain Mo.
So after a brilliantly confusing start as well for TyLoo, splitting up their entire team for no real apparent reason, and Mo will eventually find Rain, but at this point the entire rotation has come in from FaZe. He missed a few shots there, but eventually manages to take out Captain Mo. And that could have obviously been over a lot quicker had Rain managed to connect to his shots as he came around from Fountain there. But FaZe still end up winning the pistol round. And again, TyLoo just having these odd calls that I don't really get. They initially can commit towards the A bomb site, with the bomb obviously being spotted, then getting a frag onto Guardian. I can see a reasoning for sending one player against that B bomb side, maybe, you know, and probably a little bit more delay than that once, you know, the rest of the team has gotten confirmation that there are people rotating over from the B bomb side towards A as they make their way up there. But instead, TyLoo just putting way too much manpower towards that B area and get punished heavily by Olofmeister.
Pretty similar setup again. Guardian back to the connector. Rain trying to get an early peek off. Either way, he falls back, so does Guardian. Rain goes to the white base. Bomb dropped, of course it goes in first. Bintet is going to be able to trade. So luckily enough, TyLoo still stay in control for the time being, but Guardian's still on A, so TyLoo can't commit just yet. In fact, Karrigan's rotating as well. Bintet attempting to split his way through long, trying to come in through the back of Guardian, but Karrigan's just chipping away at him with the HE grenade. Bintet finally gets a kill with the FAMAS, and now TyLoo have the A bomb site.
A bomb's about to go down. HP low on 2 TyLoo members though. They do have proper afterthought positions this time around. Not going to help him though. Nico finds the immediate headshot onto Bintet. Olof though. Why would you jump there, Exacurate?
He has the time as well to play around with at least. He hasn't got a kit, but tap on the bomb. He's just trying to force out somebody to either knife or shoot or something, give away his position. Somebody won't be going for it though. He does pull out the knife, but reconsiders. Maybe expecting this to be the fake. Olofmeister, no way he's going to check this position anymore. And somebody knows he's won it. Surely he's won it. Olof doesn't look at the corner and somebody will finish it off. So TyLoo pick up their second round. Or first round, sorry.
Yep. And off of, honestly, a pretty bad response from FaZe there. Surely Reen is meant to pick up more than just one frag in that situation where he catches them off guard as they move out of underpass. Karrigan obviously fiddling with nades instead of just keeping his weapon up as he gets pressured from 2 points on that A bomb site. Unnecessary mistakes from FaZe Clan, but I guess you know, on a positive side, it's good to see that TyLoo actually are able to take advantage of it for once. They've been spilling away way too many opportunities, or just making poor decisions not to give themselves an opportunity to be in this kind of a scenario.
Back to pistols for FaZe, but still dangerous as ever. You cannot count them out of any rounds. Bintet knows it. Trying to push up towards the A long. Or A short, sorry. Rain's already there in the connector. They'll take Party instead. Captain Mo splitting. They're trying to isolate everyone in the connector. Rain's already started off. The Guardian's here. Will Captain Mo expect that? I think he spotted the cross. Rain for a little bit more as well. But tag, but he'll get the response. Guardian peeks wide, and he grabs one with the CZ. So still got to watch the top of the stairs, but he gets away with a gun and a smoke. Could smoke off this alleyway just to give him a bit of an opportunity to stay alive. Karrigan's aggression's punished by DD down on B, but look at the damage done onto TyLoo. Olaf finishes off the damage earlier onto Bintet. And why is the bomb here again?
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
What? Why is the... I don't know.
No. Yes. There really is no logical explanation for why the bomb would be.
I think TyLoo just need to play CT side, so they just don't have to worry about it anymore. Like,
I think that like normally we've seen, especially like teams like Flipside or Navi, like teams that have a very slow T-side approach in the past, just leave the bomb in spawn. DD does find the back of Olofmeister, but you know the bomb is still out in no man's land, so it's gonna have to get that, and Guardian's going to be waiting right around the corner.
And it's just such an awkward spot as well. It's not even in the toilets, it's outside. So the second Guardian hears him run away. Here comes the face. DD somehow doesn't get taken down. 7 HP left. Will make his way to the site. Molotov won't be able to stop the plant. That's a really close plant for DD. He's got to watch out though. Same position somebody won the clutch on in the previous round. I think Guardian knows it as well because he didn't spot the cross. And that molly, that should seal the deal. Surely. On the wrong side of the truck. Well, at least Guardian now knows exactly where DD is, or at least he should, because he knows he can't have crossed from truck. There it is.
Just making sure he's not making any mistakes. So this time around, the corner is not going to save TyLoo. And, well, the confusing bomb placements, or whatever you want to call it, just continues on the side of TyLoo. You can see Karrigan's even scratching his head, trying to understand what the hell is happening.
Oh dear. Nice work though to pick up the pistol round from FaZe, of course. Got to attribute that to success from them. Good work from Olaf as well. Good deeks. Now we see FaZe back in the lead, and I imagine it'll stay this way for some time, especially with this low investment from TyLoo. They put in pistols, a bit of armor, and a flashbang, but that'll be it. maybe a B burst play, but instead they go all towards the connector and A. FaZe Clan some aggression this round as well. Olaf and Guardian wanting to challenge this. We've got the AWP up through long, that's been spotted, but it also doesn't matter because Guardian's going to hit the shot. Eagle of Captain Mo dropped, Guardian just falls back with that pick.
So does Olaf Meister as well, so the aggression stops at that point. They've already gotten the man advantage, not willing to make the same kind of mistakes they did in the previous anti-eco. That's good on them. TyLoo though, still, I mean, within a chance of doing some economical damage at least. They do have two ZZs in hand. So we'll see if it actually mounts to anything. The flash has already been used though, so actually gaining ground here is going to be really tough. Not going to be able to force any of the FaZe players out of position.
Oh, exactly. First to fall, sorry, but the tech there, for the trade, and somebody will even follow up the pistols. That's one thing TyLoo do seem to be doing, and that's damage with these secondary weapons. Guardian, sight, nice shot with the AWP, trying to follow up, switches to the CZ, but it takes too long. DD trades, but luckily Nico's there to save the day. So FaZe Clan still in control. 3-1 up, TyLoo in an awkward spot with money. They're actually going to buy down in this position. And I feel like this is already setting them up to a bad start if they buy here. They're going to have no utility on 3 of the players.
I mean, we saw this on Mirage as well. They decided to go into the first buy round with, I think it was at least Mo, and I want to say DD, who had spent down, or basically sat with 350 as they went into the first buy round. So obviously not going to have head cav, not going to have a lot of utility, and it just becomes a bit of a mess. And it's a similar story here. Guardian not able to connect with the flash, but Rain is there to follow up. I say not able to connect, he does actually leg exaccurate. No,
it's just like the decisions made from TyLoo just seem completely solo. Like that peek from DD, taking a fight in a 1v1, you know, against FaZe, you're not going to be winning these 1v1 engagements. You need to play as a team, you need to be trading, you need to be using your utility to try and get yourself picks, flash out FaZe. Do something other than just taking 1v1s like this, because yeah, okay, eventually it works and they pull back 2 kills, but it's still a 3v3. FaZe still have a lot of control. Rain can back off towards long. They probably won't even expect this position as well if he waits for the plant to come through and plays for the retake. In fact, will FaZe even wait? Because Nico's found his way up the stairs. He can easily contest this bomb plant, and Rain will do the exact same. They don't even want TyLoo to get into a post plant. They just want to fight straight away. Rain drops the bomb. Captain Mo comes to trade, and Rain wins another 1v1. Where's Bentet in all of this? Sat towards the truck, alone in a 1v3. Nico pushes out to die, and if he can take Rain as well, this could be good, but Rain responds. 4 kills up from long. 4 rounds up for FaZe.
I just love how the bomb starts out at being at the actual bomb site for once, and by the end of it ends up rolling all the way into long. It just doesn't want to be anywhere near any of the TyLoo players. And it's tough seeing like any sort of silver lining. I think that was much easier to do with MVP. Like they had a clear-cut plan as to what they wanted to do here. It's more down to them, and at times winning a couple of duels that allows them to push forward, but in the end it doesn't strike me as they actually have an idea of what they want to do when they actually get to a bomb site. They've yet really to test the waters towards the as well. Fly around, and Olaf Meister's going to line up 3 players. Happy to take them down.
As you do.
Yep, and that leaves a Glock and a P250 in the hands of somebody in Exaccurate to duke it out. Exaccurate goes down, so somebody stuck in underpass with no real hope or aspirations of doing anything worthwhile this round.
At least they left the bomb back this round.
Yeah, they did.
Silver linings.
It's very true. We're starting to see progress here. Slowly but surely.
Baby steps here, Vendetta. Baby steps. But now, here's the crazy thing. Say TyLoo continue like this, right? Let's just assume they lose this best of 3.
Yeah.
Crazy assumption there.
No.
And they get put up against MVP, right? TyLoo have been the best in this region for a while.
Yeah, they've been beating TyLoo pretty handedly as well.
You mean MVP? Yeah, TyLoo have been beating MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You said they've been beating TyLoo either way. Then we potentially have a matchup between MVP between TyLoo for the 0-1 match. Does MVP now win that? Because TyLoo aren't looking very good with this current roster.
Comparing, well, from what we've seen, from what we've seen of TyLoo, I don't see how they can win CS games.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it might sound a little bit harsh, and yes, they are playing against FaZe, who are a top 3 team in the world at any given time of the year. So, yeah, no, obviously it's a tall order to expect them to you know, really bring it to FaZe Clan, but it's just not really showcasing any sort of idea that you have a plan for what you're doing. That's the worrying sign. And we did see like MVP clearly having plans. They had strategies. Like
DD's managed to trade the kill from Olaf Meister, but Nico's actually caught that flank running through the connector with his knife out was Captain Mo, so he's dead. It's now FaZe Clan set up for this retake. They've accepted at the very least that TyLoo have the bomb down, but with no utility for TyLoo, plenty for FaZe, and a man advantage. This is going to be a fairly doable retake for FaZe coming in. Guardian's already started things off with the AWP, and I think he knows where DD is as well. That nade will certainly signify that. Warp as well finds a second shot. That's good tech, just flanked from long. FaZe Clan have every portion of the map, and that's a fairly easy retake. No deaths, no damage inflicted, in fact.
Yeah. Confused about like how the lack of communication from TyLoo there in that afterfly position, because the guy who's playing from the slope side there in water obviously just has his back turned towards Guardian. Yes, there was a smoke down there initially. That's going to fade. That's something you are aware of. If he's banking on DD holding his position, first off, the angle is not necessarily going to be correct for that from that spot, so he can't hold the entirety of higher. Yeah, no, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It was a hard retake, a hard post plant, so
yeah, it's
we'll
not
brush it under the carpet.
Not the easiest for sure, but
back into the 7th, 8th round, make that. We've again, we've got to take Jules, and Tep certainly will. Opening up is Guardian, though, with a quick double kill from the toilet. Still, Rain back up on long. We know what he's like from this position before. This time somebody checks it, but will he be ready? Because he's already up by tree. Well, he's getting flanked. He's going to hear the footsteps of DD. There's the wide face. Good shot from DD. That was so important because now TyLoo can take this round. 3v2. Olaf Meister pushing back into the site, but the cross is covered by somebody, so he shouldn't be able to cover it. He doesn't, but he does get a kill. Exacurate needs to follow up with a trade with the AWP because Olaf is still being a nuisance in this bomb site. Exacurate taking down Nico from the stairs, and Olaf trying to find the angle, unable to do so, baiting out a shot, but Exacurate does finally hit it. That's a good post plant finally from TyLoo. They had the backup in the form of DD and toilets, and Exacurate gets it all done.
Yeah, finally a resemblance of something working for TyLoo there. Quick pace as well. So maybe not leaving too much time on the clock, or not using too much time really off the clock, so you don't necessarily allow yourself to overthink situations. Maybe that could be the way to go for TyLoo. Still though, it's going to be a full buy-in from FaZe. All the utility in the world that they could want, and TyLoo obviously they are at the risk of being reset.
Ooh, smoke through the volley, they're going to go fast. Usually a boost up when you have this kind of Molotov, so Guardian, he's there. He hits the shot before he falls down. Even Rain finds one in the connector, so TyLoo already just being pieced apart. Guardian's back on a boost, but this time is a different one. He holds the door and through water. Will they expect it? Doesn't seem to matter, he's fallen off. TyLoo, no response to that early aggression from FaZe. No pick has come back in their way. FaZe playing very reserved here, which is nice to see in this 5-on-3 situation. No reason to give up a kill. As Exacurate looks for one down towards B. Guardian's already posted on the angle, confident as ever with his own AWP. FaZe Clan, look at the aggression they're throwing on other sides of the map. While TyLoo don't really show towards B, they still push up on the side of A. Long. It's going to be Rain all the way towards spawn once again. This pretty much guarantees where TyLoo is contained. DD caught in the corner. Tep tries to run into B, but where's his team? Exacurate's far too far behind to trade. DD finally comes in with a couple of kills, and Exacurate actually picks up one of his own. So now we're back into the question here. Issue is, bomb's going down, Rain. No expectation of DD there, so it's Karrigan left in a 1v2. Exacurate on the site, spots him down from their heaven, flash over, looks away. Well played from Karrigan, but he's going to get shot anyway. So TyLoo pick it up. At the end of the day, Vendetta.
Yeah, they can thank FaZe for that. There's no real reason for FaZe to ever try to play aggressively in that kind of a scenario. You have the man advantage. You're up by, well, what was it, 5v?
Players, yeah.
5v2?
3.
5v3, yeah. Oh, it actually was a 5v3 because Benton, yeah. And then Olaf Meister goes aggressive on along with a flash, albeit, so there is a plan behind it. It's just not just mindless aggression, but still, you have such a big advantage that there's no real reason for you to go aggressive at that point.
And FaZe are going to pay for it as well. They're back to pistols, and this time not really a realistic round for them because they've only got the bare minimum. One armored player on Olaf. Karrigan does get a kill to Exacurate, so that's the awful block they catch up. Follows up with a deagle. No way they're going to win a USP round like this. Karrigan and Guardian both finding a frag, and that's it. FaZe do it with nothing. No plan apart from pushing A with a flashbang and an HE. You're speechless, Vendetta.
It's not really a whole lot to say, is there? Kerrigan, obviously great shots from Kerrigan to take out the guy playing towards pit there, but TyLoo just immediately seemed to panic the second he goes down, blindly rushing up towards Fountain from playground there with 2 players. They don't necessarily need to take that engagement at all.
Yeah, give away the AWP, run back, have bomb, take it to B. If you can see there's a full A push, you don't have to hit A.
Exactly. Instead they, throw away around. Ventet just runs out alone. Oh, Guardian forgets to press mouse 1. It happens to everyone. But doesn't at least escape the punishment from TyLoo as they move closer towards A here. And they've found some success with pistol here towards the toilet area. But again, very spread out here. One player still cooped up towards balloons in that party area, one towards underpass now. Still have DD with that AK over towards B. Hasn't really moved. Just waiting for someone from FaZe to push aggressively. It's not going to happen though as long as Nico holds that position. They might actually surprise him a bit here.
Door did what they don't expect it. Nico's obviously on the other side blocking it, so he finds the kill. Body trying to come out the door, but instead DD wraps up from long. Black Olaf as well on the corner. Doesn't expect the second player, but he still flicks to hit the shot. Now it's just Exacurate trying to run out onto B, and while he knows exactly where Olaf is, that's not exactly a free kill. Guardian's got him covered. So another round on the board for FaZe. 8-3 here on the CT side, and TyLoo, it's got to be an eco. Grit your teeth.
Yeah. And I guess they get the correct read on the situation in the previous round in terms of how they buy up. They know that FaZe economy is not necessarily 100%, even though they do win an eco round or a half buy in that previous round. So they do have the opportunity to break FaZe's economy. But yeah, rough situation for TyLoo here getting reset.
Understatement, if anything. This is not going to be an easy map if they want to pull off the victory to bring this to a third.
5-man train through underpass. No nades, no flashes. Kerrigan behind manages to pick up Exacurate and get out of dodge as well. That staggers everything from TyLoo. They fall back. They want to hunt after Kerrigan. They know he's been dinked up, but he also has superior weaponry. He's handling this situation very well.
Just no 1 by 1. Kerrigan. Yeah, all 1 by 1, no one trading. They do manage to get DD on the site with an M4, but small consolation, I think, here. Guardian's going to hear this, so he knows exactly where DD's pushed. Into the toilets he goes. Guardian refacing from a different angle. DD holding strong. Now they're getting hungry. FaZe want to chase down this kill because they know exactly where he is. Kerrigan, there it is. There's the ace. And Tico, of course. No real guns for TyLoo on that side, but impressive nonetheless.
Definitely. Somebody has to get those eco frags, so might as well do it in style. As Kerrigan mops up the ace. Well, interesting to see what TyLoo have to offer right now. Limited utility on there, and they do have an op on Exacurate. No real Molotovs, which is usually a pretty big issue when he wants to take map control or just get executed, especially towards that B bomb site. Being able to Molotov out places such as those toxic barrels and so on as you move on up. Does alleviate a lot of pressure. That's not going to be a luxury that TyLoo can afford for themselves. Olaf sneaks through the smokes. Great flash setup there. Has no idea what head reports too late. And Guardian's going to follow up just to make matters worse. Rain does get caught out of position by somebody. That will create some space towards A. Not going to be able to pounce on it in time though. Nico with the rotation already coming up. It seems like somebody is very aware of the fact that Rain was playing alone.
Oh, that's a great flashbang.
Took a lot of bullets, still got it done in the end. Mo is going to get the bomb down as well. Yeah, Guardian's aware that somebody's right around the corner. Brazenly peeks forward. Will get punished for it as well. Olaf Meister will fall to somebody. So, very heads up there from TyLoo to recognize that Rain was playing that bomb site all by his lonesome. Probably off of the aggression from both Guardian and Olaf Meister. Olaf Meister obviously coming through connector, and then Guardian coming from short B. Well, there we are. Another round on the board for TyLoo. Still though, like these 4 rounds that they've gotten haven't necessarily been off the back of I would say the 3 out of 4 round. That was probably the first round I feel like TyLoo kind of earned earned the round in a proper manner.
Yeah, good execute at least onto the site. Good reaction in the post plant. Bit aggressive from somebody, but aggression. That's his middle name apparently. He's going to push up short with a flash. DD caught out, and now they're going to run through this. Nico so ready, although he's not, he's blinded. They're going to be able to get a free kill here. Surely somebody gets it. Carrigan headshots. Captain Mo takes down 2. Now with the bomb potentially going down, Guardians hot in pursuit, trying to connect with the back lines. Rain, oh Guardian, they line up on the site. He drops 2 with 1 shot. And Buntet, last man up here for the T side. 1v2, Rain's already jumped on 3. It's going to be FaZe Clan again, another round. 10-4 here. They're looking so confident, so ready for every single gunfight.
Yeah, and even there, TyLoo get lucky in terms of how they catch Nico there by Monster. Nico, obviously expecting the flash, you can hear things going off, just turns back a little bit too early. If he turns back, even a couple of hundredths of a second later, he's not going to be flashed at all. Going to have all the time in the water to just mow down people coming through that tunnel. Instead, that gives TyLoo an opening for the site. Mo gets a great follow-up kill as well. The guy coming up from the water slope, still not able to finish off the round. Rain gets pushed back. There to hold off underpass. While I say that, Mo again with that deagle is able to at least create some space and stagger the push, but Guardians in there with a contribution as well. DD goes down.
Oh, they don't check the site, but just runs off, completely blindsided. Luckily is traded back to a 2-on-2, and they need to check long because it's where they've been hassled from the entire half. They see him there, and actually I like this. They're going to wrap down towards B, expecting maybe either an aggressive rotation or a player alone in the CT spawn. They can take the B bomb site, but Nico's 1 step ahead, so is Guardian. They'll be wrapping back down. Bomb planted on B. TyLoo might not be expecting FaZe to react so quickly, however Nico's already there. Going to be waiting for his teammate before he pushes in. I like the post plant as well. Open plant, Captain Mo up in heaven, Exacurate in a bit of an off angle as well, but if they come out Monster and they push towards barrels, he's going to be aiming it short. That angle from Nico could catch him off guard. Flash on through. Let's see if he checks it. Probably not. Smoke from the bomb. Deep smoke as well. He'll be able to defuse that pretty easily with no bomb. At the moment, Exacurate forces a 1v2. Nico now left alone, and Exacurate's made it happen. I was harping on him a little in the first map, but this time he seems to have stepped up. A lot of crucial impact kills there. I'm going to finish with, I think, 10 on the half.
Something, yeah, you're not wrong. And once again, the last 2 rounds, we've seen TyLoo make conscious decisions that actually make sense within the context of the game right there. Very heads up of them once more to make that quick rotation over towards B that allows them to get into the afterplant positions that eventually wins them the round. So very well done in that sense, and that's more of the positive stuff we'd like to see, and we would have liked to see on Mirage as well.
Yeah.
The question is if 5 rounds is going to be enough to mount a bit of a, I guess not necessarily a comeback, but of a more respectable score.
Let's see what TyLoo can do on their CT side. We haven't really seen much of it, obviously. Mirage was a very one-sided affair with them starting on the T side as well, so this time at least they have that buffer to fall back on. At least 6 rounds can be played out here. Hopefully a little bit more boost up, and actually a very similar setup for TyLoo that FaZe ran as well. Look, we have that player Exacurate pushed all the way towards A. He's going to realise this is a B play very early on, but already the boost is dropped. Rain checks it straight up. Somebody playing on the barrels does drop 2, maybe even a 3rd. Nico's in the smoke. Somebody, he could just jump on the bomb here. It's a 10-second stick though, so he wants to get frags because still 3 players on the FaZe Clan are alive. DD now left with Buntet to clutch this one out. Nico is going to be getting the kill onto Exacurate, so this round starts to look very, very difficult for TyLoo. No kick close on the site either. Carrigan spotted on the pillar, but he's got teammates for support. Olaf going to push up too short. Reload. Sorry, switch to the silencer for DD. Going to force him back into the angle, but I think this one is over once again. No kit, no time. Both players on short, just trying to bait the kills now. There's one, but doesn't expect the second. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure TyLoo just straight up stolen the best round from FaZe. That was identical setup as well. Somebody somehow managing to find 2 frags though off of that, basically hidden spot and by barrels. So well done. Did what he could to contain FaZe's attack on that B bomb side, but not enough in the end. Fortunate not to have a defuse kit. Well, see the force buy coming in from TyLoo. Scout on Exacurate. Deagle and CZs. Actually, Benton up to not get covered. Same thing with somebody. Somebody actually getting a smoke, which is interesting. Has already deployed it. Well,
Down on B Monster for the early push, I think.
Yeah. Not going to be any early pushes from FaZe here. They're just going to go through the motions, grabbing map control. A little bit safer than what we saw TyLoo do at times. Down underpass we go, so just posturing for right now on the side of FaZe. Don't want to run into any sort of stacks. They have had their fair issues with pistols here versus TyLoo.
Olaf though, no issue for him. He's already opened up to Mo. DD's caught because as soon as that Molotov phase goes, he can just push in from behind. He does. There's a second kill for FaZe Clan again, starting to look good. Scout does do some damage, and that may tempt FaZe to walk down B, considering Nico does have the connector, so he knows that part of the map's clear. But TyLoo have triple stacked this site. Going to reconsider now with no FaZe members being seen, and the one player who's actually doing damage for that Scout is going to move down towards lower B. But Ted sat in the entire molly for 7 seconds and burned to death. So Carrigan's going to get that kill somehow, and follows up the UMP with another one. So FaZe Clan pretty clean anti-eco. Actually, as clean as you'd like it, no deaths.
Yeah, Beta just praying to higher beings that somebody would run in immediately after that Molotov went down. That was pretty much his only chance of finding any frag. If he moves out of position, obviously he's going to be an easier target. Tougher to hit with those deagle shots. And it doesn't really pan out. So 12-5 for FaZe Clan. They're going to go up against more or less a fully saved TyLoo. Only somebody and Captain Mo picking up any sort of pistol. We did see one of these rounds go in the favor of FaZe. Let's see if TyLoo can recreate that kind of a moment.
I mean, I think that's a bit much.
Doesn't start off too well.
No, Rain double entry, big surprise there. Boost is still in play on B, that's it. But Nico's just going to walk out short and kill both of them, so the tower falls and Bentet is the last man standing. He'll also go down. Guardian again takes the final kill, and it's another flawless anti-eco from FaZe. 13-5 now. What we've been waiting for, the buy of TyLoo on the CT side. We were hoping they would get the pistol just for any kind of chance here. But this is their, or one of their last chances.
I would say last chance. Even if they were to get another buy here, you know, when FaZe is looking at match point, then it wouldn't be enough to get proper utility and whatnot. I mean, even this round isn't great in terms of utility. So if FaZe go by the book, they can starve out the CT side here. Wouldn't be surprised to see if that's what they do as well. They had a very cautious approach to their anti-ecos as well. Kerrigan, the one guy with the UMP out of the two. We'll just run out to gather some information. Doesn't really get too much to work off of there, but at least we are committed pretty far away from the B bomb site, and that's going to be the trigger for the Eco with 2 great shots there. He responds.
Oh, almost gets the third. He's so blind though. And Olaf stuck in the smoke. He's going to be able to take down Bentet, but it's a 1v1 now. Very under-equipped for this fight, but still doesn't seem to make a difference. He lands it with a Mach 10.
Why not?
And Carrigan clearly very happy about that round.
Well, that seemed like a truly throwaway round for FaZe. You can see how carelessly Kerrigan just runs up towards Fountain, runs into a bit of a double stack. Again, we gave TyLoo some credit for being able to kind of recognize situations and how setups were working. And in that scenario, it's basically a guarantee that there's not more than 3 people on that B bomb side. If you throw your utility precisely enough, as space down there, you can eliminate a lot of angles from the CT side on B, and allows for Nico to find 2 really solid openings. Now, more pistols coming out from TyLoo.
Yeah, and 2 in connector. This could be something to catch out Rain, but the issue is they're watching different positions, so it's really difficult to trade. He's going to fall back off. Chases, he does land a shot. So an AK takes him so low, and Olaf Might is just going to come in from the stairway and take him down. So now they can hit the A bomb site. It's empty currently, but Olaf wants to hold on to that position. Oh no, he's got a Zeus.
He's got bad intentions.
Leave him alone, Olaf. Molly goes down. Yeah. So to somebody, this already seems to be like 15 rounds. Captain Mo's going to have to hit some crazy shots, but it's not going to work out. DD can't even get back into the connector, and even if he did, Olaf is there, ready and waiting.
Bring out the Zeus. Do it. Do it. Well, DD wants none of it. I'm actually curious. Can you actually see the Zeus if somebody's bought it up on the the belt, because obviously you can do that with the kit.
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe DD has a keen eye for detail. Spotted that. Decided not to engage. In any case, obviously the better option for him is to pick up that weapon and try to hold on to an AK going into the next round.
I think Olaf with an AK is far more threatening than Olaf with a Zeus either way.
That is a fair point. Well, DD is getting closed in on here. Wolfmeister might have an opportunity here to find the last remaining TyLoo player. We can see frags across the board pretty much for FaZe Clan. Guardian and Wolfmeister sitting above 20 together with Rain.
Well, this hasn't been the biggest of tests for FaZe, but at least it does show one thing, that they're in good form right now.
Yeah.
Not struggling at all versus TyLoo. Not that they should on paper, but again, you know, we've seen upsets before. Let's not discount TyLoo as a team that can't perform these upsets. It's just obviously with this current roster, with the new IGL, with the changes in roles that I can potentially, we can potentially see here, that they're struggling with that at the very least.
Yeah, this has not been the TyLoo that usually shows up in tournaments, even though they haven't necessarily won a lot of series or that kind of a thing. They've always been able to showcase something.
Impress us.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a very lackluster TyLoo that we've seen so far. Obviously, it could change. This could be just the worst they've played in quite some time. We wouldn't know. We're kind of hoping it is.
And a lot of the games, the style they're playing is just very duel-based. Like they're trying to win their 1v1s. They're not really playing as a team. Now, when you come up against a team where you are individually better than, maybe TyLoo are sick and they look great. You know, up against FaZe, every player 1-by-1, TyLoo loses in almost every regard. So. While they are doing damage this round, by and large, you can always expect FaZe to come out on top of this one, but 2v4 brought back from a 2v5. They have the bomb under the control, but Rain's just trying to look for a free pick. TyLoo luckily aren't overextending here, because FaZe made the mistake of doing that in a 5-on-2. TyLoo are not doing the same mistake. Rain, smoke to B, Flash can follow, but I imagine he's going to rotate back up with his teammate. 2 smokes, but that fake won't work. Olaf's already been spotted, so Rain could just commit with those smokes on B, but instead will walk up towards the other side of the map. Exactly posted with the AWP, and he'll be able to finish it off. So, 6 rounds to TyLoo. But how many more?
That's a big question, and obviously no real issue to buy up for FaZe Clan. First round loss of the half. Op in hands of Guardian, so he's going to have the opportunity to find some picks. Double op coming in, so finally we're seeing Mo picking up that op, and obviously previous, you know, to Executor, it's Executor joining the roster. Captain Mo was the main opper of that team, and I mean, considering what's been working and what's not, this is something new from TyLoo, so that might be what they need to bring a couple of more rounds on the board.
Yeah, he has been hitting his shots, you know, positioning and calling aside. Seems to be the big struggle for TyLoo. Executor not doing too badly. Somebody as well, a player to going to open things up. Executor does follow up with the AWP as well. Bath bomb dropped, so FaZe making the mistakes that TyLoo did in the first half. Now Nico, he's wrapping in from the backside. I'm not sure if he realizes that somebody's up in this position right now. Already Rain's pushed up, but Executor can hear the footsteps at the very least. Going to walk into that. That's a big mistake. Going down, somebody as well will follow. Falling to Nico. Bomb picked back up. FaZe back in control somehow.
That is a bit awkward. Could always question TyLoo's decision to stay aggressive there after finding those 2 picks. Obviously, somebody is in a bit of a more awkward position to actually back off, but it would have been nice to see at least the 2 others try to fall back before getting picked off. Nonetheless, Captain Mo missing the opportunity on Rain there as he enters the B bomb site, so he's going to be able to push forward. That's going to have forced Mo to actually reposition here. The Molotov might be told one more time. Lots of nades being thrown right into the face of the Chinese opera, and that's going to allow for the bomb to get to the bomb site and Guardian to find the angle to close him out. And that leaves DD in a 1v3. Does have a defuse kit, does have a smoke and a flash as well, but a pretty tall order.
There's a lot to ask for. I'm surprised he rotated so late, but oh my god.
Well then.
Guardian? Are you serious? Hits the jump shot with the AWP. It is going to be a win for FaZe Clan in the second map. A little more shown from TyLoo. They get 6 rounds, but at the end of the day, it is just going to be FaZe kind of stomping over them. And, well, moving forward, FaZe looking good at least. SK managing to get rid of the Koreans as well for the time being.
Yeah.
Definitely potential we could have an Asian matchup in the second day of this event.
It's very possible, and I would be worried if I'm TyLoo, honestly.
Yeah.
What we saw from MVP was much more impressive than what the Chinese squad or Chinese/Indonesian squad showed us. So yeah, at that point, you know, you might favor MVP going into it, even though the track record would tell that TyLoo should be favorites, obviously. And again, you mentioned it during the tail end of the game, the fact that they're so individually based in terms of how they set up their play and how they take individual duels constantly, and that might work versus a lesser team than FaZe.
Yeah.
So it remains to be seen, but yeah, a bit disappointing to see TyLoo perform the way they did today, even though they are going up against a very good team, because we've seen them do better versus very good teams in the past.
Yeah, of course. Not to say we have super high expectations of this team being able to beat FaZe, but
No.
the fact of the matter is, you know, a lot of the things we did see there were kind of underwhelming, and TyLoo just making silly mistakes and not playing together as a team. Whereas, of course, as you just said, the comparison made is MVP came in. You know, maybe they're not individually on the level of TyLoo to the same extent, but they played great as a team. They had good trades, they had good teamwork, and some nice executes as well. Yeah. So, you know, on the flip side, we know that these Asian teams do have the potential. It's just we need to find that fine combination between good individual performance and also teamwork.
Yeah, and obviously that's easier said than done, and this is more than anything a learning experience for all of these guys, and they obviously need to go back to the drawing board. There's, luckily for them, with the Swiss format and best of threes, they will have lots of opportunities at least to kind of redeem themselves, and that's kind of what has to be the silver lining, at least for TyLoo.
Who knows, right? Put TyLoo up against a team like Heroic, who also lost and are going to be in the same bracket tomorrow. You know, we could really see TyLoo take a win there potentially. Individually, you know, I'd say they don't quite match up to the same level, but it's not a FaZe. You know, Heroic on a FaZe. I'd say there's more chances in that kind of matchup. But I think we have an interview ready, so we'll be throwing over to that now with a player from FaZe, I imagine. Or?
Olaf, we are live. Good to see you. Congratulations. You've just taken out TyLoo.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, are you happy with that performance? It was pretty one-sided. At least it looked like that from the outside score-wise. What's your thoughts on how it went?
Yeah, well, we were comfortable the whole game, I would say. Both on Mirage and Overpass. I think we got a little bit too confident on Overpass. We kind of kept peaking in when we had like 5-on-3s and stuff like that, because I think people just wanted to get frags. I don't know. But we were comfortable the whole game, yeah.
In a match like this, where you're playing against competition that you don't usually get to face, is it more playing your own game, or did you or your team or Robin get in some research as well?
Yeah, Robin got a little bit of a research, but in the end we just said that we should play our game and focus on that, and that's what we did.
Yeah, well, I spoke to Guardian yesterday, and I think he's feeling quite comfortable with how you guys are as a team at the moment. Would you agree?
Yeah, we have been a little bit shaky online, but at the same time we have 5 different nationalities, so it's hard to get like a good ping for everyone and stuff like that. So online games is a little bit harder for us, but we feel very comfortable online. Yeah.
Yeah, and overall then, what are your expectations here at StarSeries I-League Season 4?
Mostly I just want to like play good as a team and feel like we get our team play up again. Like that has been a little bit shaky, but I feel like we're getting better and better, and we talk about it all the time. So that's my goal, and of course winning, that's the main goal always, but just play good as a team. That will feel really good.
Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe you can expand a bit upon that. That your first primary goal is to just get better as a team. Of course you want to win it, but you mentioned that your main idea coming here is to just be the best team possible.
Yeah, I mean, we after the major we took a few days off, and I think that showed that we're a little bit rusty there, like with the team play, and that's what my goal is. We haven't talked that much about it, but I feel like we should get a little bit better team play, and we will be a lot better than we've been the online games.
Awesome. And so after the second place at the E-League Major that you guys got, did you have any chance to relax and recuperate?
What, I didn't listen at all. I'm sorry. What did you say?
No problem at all. After the E-League Major, where you guys came second, did you have a chance to relax and recuperate? What did you get up to?
I didn't do anything. I played games, but we had 1 week off, and some people went to Mexico, some people went to Montreal, some people went to some other places. me and how Rain went home, but everybody just took a few days off each other, and I mean that was a hard game mentally to lose, but I think we talked about it, and also we needed those days.
Yeah. Any particular competition? Final thing that you'd like to take out here? Any teams?
Everyone. I don't know. I just want to win. That's my main goal. Doesn't matter who I play. I want to win.
There we go, guys. Fighting talk from Olof. Best of luck. Congratulations. You can now go and rest and do whatever else you guys need to do. For now, let's head back to our casters, Halvor and Hugo.
Great interview. I love Olof. He's so much fun on the interviews.
Oh yeah,
brutally honest as well.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm just admitting to be a little bit frag happy there.
Yeah, we just want some kills.
Yeah, which is fair. You know, you earned it. Yeah, no, I guess to be expected from FaZe, obviously ending up the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, no big surprises, right? I hope we see more from TyLoo again, as we say, but in a matchup like that, you know, FaZe should never be losing it, especially not in a best of 3, right? You know,
yeah,
a 2-0 is as expected, but I definitely really want to see TyLoo MVP now on LAN, because yeah, okay, TyLoo beat domestically online every time, but now we're on LAN, maybe that's a difference. Maybe the inexperience of some of these players on TyLoo, well, mainly Exaccurate, obviously, debuting with this roster on LAN, maybe that gives a bit of an advantage to MVP in some sense.
Maybe. I would prefer to see that matchup coming potentially in the last stage, though. I would like to see these have a go at other...
Oh, what, a 2-2 match or something?
0-2.
0-2. Well, fighting talk from Vendetta.
I mean, I would like to see them get their chance at, you know, another international team and not necessarily go to a different region to play the same teams you always play.
That is true.
Not necessarily the most fun thing. So at least have a go at that. It remains to be seen. TyLoo definitely need to shape up, though, if they're going to have a shot at actually doing anything going further in this tournament, or actually just putting up a decent fight, honestly. So, like, even in this game, even though they do pick up more rounds than what they did on Mirage, it's still a bit of a rough go of it, to the point where you don't really feel like they necessarily earned all of those rounds. And I think what Olof Meister talked about, the fact that, you know, they do get a bit frag happy, they don't want to go chasing after kills and so on, and that leads to a couple of awkward situations. That is exactly that. But yeah, not much more to be said about this best of 2, I think, or best of 3, I think.
Definitely felt like best of 2. Quick couple of maps though for FaZe Clan. Again, going forward, obviously, as Olof say, they just want to win the event. He doesn't care who he plays. He just wants to win. And fighting talk, I imagine FaZe Clan are going to be in the grand final for this kind of event. You would expect that, but obviously, you know, we have SK coming into this one. Yes, a bit shaky from the back of the major, but still one of the best teams in the world without a doubt. We have Cloud9 running off fumes from the major victory, just beat Heroic in their first match earlier today. Lots of dark horses at this event. You know, question marks on G2, on VP, who always seem to show up when we least expect it. Fnatic, of course. I mean, one of the more longer standing rosters now somehow. You know, there's so many question marks, and that's why this is so great. We get to see all these best of 3s, all these teams compete, and again, I'm sure we're going to have a great event.
Yeah, really going to kind of get to see who's the worthy champion in that sense. You're not going to have fluke matches and that kind of stuff. Also really excited to see Team Liquid play.
Yes.
Coming off a win at Summit. That should be really fun. Can they maintain that kind of shape? Is NAF going to play equally well as they did in Renegades with Team Liquid? If Summit's anything to judge by, then the answer is yes, and that's obviously a great thing. Yeah. Lots of good things happening with North American teams just in general as of late.
And not even just the Summit as well. I mean, Liquid did great with a stand-in at the major. Imagine them now with their full roster here up against these teams. Definitely a potential for Liquid to do well, and plenty of others as well. But that is all from us today at the very least. We will obviously have some more matches coming up in just a sec. They'll be brought to you by Harry and Tom, though, on this stream, and also the main stream. I think Anders and Moses are going to be over there as well. So,
Dreamy Daddies.
Yeah, exactly. We will say goodbye. We'll be back tomorrow, at least us two, but be sure to continue watching the rest of the games for the rest of the day. Have a great one, guys.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Don't know how to build a team from scratch or find good teammates? DreamTeam.gg, the ultimate team building platform. Find and connect with new players, coaches and teams. Manage and monetize your team. Get on fast track to advance from novice to amateur and, if desired, to professional gamer. Join DreamTeam.gg today.
It's the quick scope! This is unreal! Anything is possible! Anything is possible!